Hi, thanks for watching AR Books for You. This is a 3.2 AR book and the quiz code is 86605. This is called There's a Dragon Downstairs by Hilary McKay and Amanda Harvey. There was a dragon downstairs at Sophie's house. Every night Sophie heard him. Every night he came, rattling through the cat flap, slinking to the living room, growing and growing in the dark. Sophie's dad said, "There is no dragon, not round here, not in this house." Sophie's mom said, "We'll go and look." They switched on all of the lights and looked in every room. No dragon. In the mornings, Sophie thought that perhaps there was no dragon. But at night, she could still hear him. It was very scary for Sophie, lying in bed, listening to the dragon rattle through the cat flap, slink to the living room, and grow in the dark. So one night, Sophie got out of bed, put on her suit of armor, picked up her shield and her large sword, and went downstairs to fight the dragon. Sophie tried to creep very quietly down the stairs, but you could not creep while dressed as a knight in a suit of armor with a shield and a very large sword. Sophie clattered down the stairs and into the living room. No dragon. In the morning, Sophie thought that was the end of the dragon downstairs. The suit of armor, the shield, and the very large sword had frightened him away. But that night he came again, rattling through the cat flap, slinking to the living room, growing and growing in the dark. This time Sophie did not put on her suit of armor. She did not want to fight the dragon, but she did get out her firefighter's helmet and her pump-action supersonic water squirter, because dragons breathe fire. Very dangerous, thought Sophie, breathing fire. And she went downstairs to put the dragon out. Sophie tried to creep very quietly down the stairs, but you could not creep with a firefighter's helmet and a pump-action supersonic water squirter. Sophie splashed downstairs and into the living room. No dragon. In the morning, Sophie thought that was the end of the dragon downstairs. The firefighter's helmet and the pump-action supersonic water squirter had frightened him away. But that night he came again, rattling through the cat flap, slinking to the living room, growing and growing in the dark. That night Sophie did not put on her suit of armor. She did not want to fight the dragon. She did not take her firefighter's helmet or her pump-action supersonic water squirter. She did not want to put the dragon out. Instead, she put on her crown and all of her jewels and her long and floating princess dress, because dragons like princesses. To eat, thought Sophie, but he won't eat me. And she went downstairs to trick the dragon. Sophie tried to creep very quietly down the stairs, but you could not creep in a long and floating princess dress. Sophie fell down the stairs and into the living room. No dragon. In the morning, Sophie thought, "Poor dragon. He thinks I am a pretend princess who has come to trick him. He thinks I am a firefighter who has come to put him out. He thinks I am a knight in armor who has come to fight him. He doesn't know I'm Sophie." Sophie thought the dragon would never come back. But that night he came again, rattling through the cat flap, slinking to the living room, growing and growing in the dark. This time Sophie did not put on anything. She crept downstairs very quietly, barefoot, in the dark, soundlessly to the living room, gently through the door. The dragon! Sophie looked at the dragon at last, and the dragon looked at Sophie. Then they ran to each other like the best of friends, and they were both still there in the morning. Thanks for reading with me, everyone. I hope you really enjoyed this story, and I have a lot of other stories on the AR Books for You playlist on my channel. Bye!